So we all know the term or the phrase having character. You know, even Martin Luther King said a long time ago, he's like, judge me by the content of my character, not the color of my skin. I just have a quick question that I want to pose to the listening audience out there, anybody that comes across this video. How can we say we have character if we haven't played different roles in life? Now, hear what I mean. When somebody says you're a man or a person of great character, you know, that's implied that this person is a man of great moral, you know, has a great moral compass, or has a good just has a good, I guess, a good overall disposition, or seems trustworthy, on stands by their word and things like that. But here's what I say, or here's what I hear when I think of the term character or having character. I think it more so means that just as a character in a TV show or a movie, that you've played different roles in your life. Now, when I say roles, I don't necessarily mean that you were faking or you were acting. You know, even though I compared it to a movie role or a TV role, I don't necessarily mean you were acting or faking. So what I mean is, excuse me, what I simply mean is, if you've played different positions, I feel like you can say that you have character because you've played different characters. I'm gonna clear my throat this whole video, I guess. I don't know about anybody else, but I remember when I was just a little younger, even about 4, 5, 6 years ago, I thought certain people, or I thought that I would never be certain things. And I thought that I would never say or do certain things. And not to say that these things are bad or damn. Alright, we're not gonna clear out my throat the rest of the video starting now. No, starting now. Not to say that these things are bad or illegal or anything, just certain things I thought I would never find or hear myself saying or doing. But that, I found that wasn't a fair assessment to make at 17, 18, 19, 20, years old. When you're, well, I did it again. When you're younger, you might look at a rapper, an actor, even an entrepreneur in somebody and say, how can this person be broke? Or how can this person fall for this? Or how can this person do this? Because if I was this person, or if I had the things that this person had, I wouldn't blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't fill in the blank, whatever. That's not fair to say at such a young age. And not even just a young age, that's not even fair to say if you haven't been battle tested. It's easy to say, I would never, if I was in Hollywood, I would never sell my soul. Well, you're not in Hollywood, it's easy for you to say that. Nobody's gonna come and ask you to sell your soul. When you work at a gas station, you think a movie producer is just gonna come out of the rain and just, let me get 20 on pump 5. Would you happen to be looking to be an actor or something? Yeah. Yeah, well, here's my card. Give me a call. I'll put you in a movie or something. No, that's not gonna happen. So you're in a perfect position not to sell your soul because nobody's asking you to. Nobody's gonna run up and ask you to. If I had $1 million, I wouldn't spend it on a car. I wouldn't spend it on chains and stuff like that. Now, while those things it's stupid to spend your money on, I feel you're in a perfect position to not have to do that because you don't have $1 million or millions of dollars. So that's not even in your budget. You can't even afford to think about spending your money on those things. So I don't know. Now I'm not talking about. I guess it can go for bad and illegal things too. There's some things just not excusable, like messing with children, things like that. There's never should be an excuse for you to do that. Well, I had to. No, but I mean, there's people out there that have robbed and stole. I mean, I'm pretty sure even at the beginning of this pandemic, people thought that like I would never, my parents raised me not to steal and be a hard-working person. Then when they lost their good job, and they said, well, okay, we're just gonna, we're gonna wait this out. Maybe unemployment and stuff will come through, and maybe they were one of the millions that I don't know, they couldn't get that extra benefit, or maybe the system didn't acknowledge them or whatever. There's a lot of people who didn't get those benefits, and they felt like maybe all those times of them spending that money, they thought that it was going to be forever. That caught up to them. Maybe they did some bad things. Maybe they, maybe they stole. Maybe they lied on something to get some extra benefit. Because it's like, well, I got kids. I can't. I got a family. So I don't know. All I'm saying is, I feel like life can take you on a roller coaster, on a whirlwind, and you'll be faced with decisions that you never thought you would have to even make. So then you never thought of what I would do, what I would or wouldn't do in these positions, and you got to think on your toes. And I'm 26, so ain't no telling what life gonna bring to me. They're like, oh damn, I never thought I would have to choose between this or this, or I never thought that I could be in a position to do this. Now what do? I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know. That's my question that I'm presenting to the public, presenting to YouTube and Instagram and whatever I put this video, is how can you say that you have character if you've never played different roles, different positions? How can you say you've had character? Not saying how can you say you're a good person, but that's what I'm talking about. When I say character, I mean playing different roles, different positions. Let me know what you think. I'm out.